Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Browns going up against the Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
There we go. Back man.
Four down.
They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Red zone opportunity. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
There we go. Back man. Lady.
Hey.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
Lion.
4 down. Alert.
For Tokyo.
Out.
For Tokyo.
Check. Crunch.
Porky. 82. Porky.
And the back goes into motion.
Alert 3.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flushed out right.
Go.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A gain of 3. Second down.
Oh, let's go, boys. Bring it up. Run. Go.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Ohio.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Browns. 46 yards.
Get hyped already. Let's go. Flex round. Here we go.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Ohio! Come on, flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Ohio! 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 Let's go!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Right. We got right.
Here we go, back man. 120.
Here's Wentz to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch right.
Here we go, back man.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Tight end right.
Here we go, back man. Louis!
Show an A.
For Tokyo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Babies cry all the way back home, yo. Sunday. Cry all the way back home.
And now here's a carry heading left. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Let's go. Flex round. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's brought down. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Here we go. Check 24. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. That penetration D-line. Let's go. Here we go. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said at the beginning. A great job defensively.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And look out. I think he's going to go. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Here we go. 120. Hey, we got 3 down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Tokyo! 120!
Single.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Watch the whip.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Foster. A big gain of 31 on third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Let's get it.
Hey, ram!
Shift. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Squeeze, double.
81. Lion.
Slam.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
3 down.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
5-9.
On play action, Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little... And he's in! Front Eagles touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let... And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And give him a gain of 37. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Let's win right here. Let's win right here.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Come on now, let's go.
Flex round! Here we go!
Mike,
Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Flex round! Here we go! What? Ohio!
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They run the counter now on first down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Double tight, double tight.
120.
4 down, 4 down.
120.
Slam,
Liz
slam,
5-3.
slam.
Liz 5-3. Sunday.
Nickel, nickel.
Check 13.
Hey,
Ram.
Hey, switch gears.
Wentz now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles here in the third. Quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Fort Tokyo. Wrap. Safety creep. Here we go. 120.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And now here's a carry heading left. And now running right through him. And still fighting. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Here we go, back.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Kill.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Fort Tokyo.
Check 31.
Fort Tokyo.
Shift.
Hey, kill.
Check.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Under 10.
On play action, it's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
Three down.
What?
Three
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go!
He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
Ohio! Here we go! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
It's run, fellas. It's run. Woo! I know you feel that.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Watch left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Shift together here from the D-line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go. And sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go. Ram.
3 down.
Throwing now is Wentz.
SOS.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. Tight end on Ringo. You got 3 down.
Here we go.
17, guys. Check him out.
Throwing is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the third at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Watch tight end. Alert.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? 90.
He's coming.
What? 90.
Double up.
Flex round. Let's go.
Red
38.
26.
Ohio.
Sponge.
Ohio.
No.
Flex round.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A gain of 39 that time.
Hot.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Ohio.
Out.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
57's the mic.
Ohio.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Riddick in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Here we go. Ohio.
Come on, y'all. Let's go.
Let's go. What? 90. Flex round.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
1 yard lost on play.
Little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Slot man moves right. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 51 yards. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Come on!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Ohio, flex round, flex round. Here we go. Ohio, flex round.
You must be getting tired of
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Haynes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. They're going to look to throw. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And the play clock's running down. Wentz going to throw. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Here we go. Sunday. 120.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Room here to run. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. To throw is Wentz. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This fielded at the 2. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go! Flex round!
They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And tough starting field position here. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
Come on, let's go!
They'll drop the throw. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. 23 yards on the play.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And it was the Packers able to come away with a victory. Aaron Rodgers, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Ball.